It's Madden NFL 23, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Colts and the Texans. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Ready?
First and 10, it's Pierce. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? Carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Foot. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds brings up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On 1st and 10, Reyes. And Woods has it complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 61 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. A shotgun snap, Fields. James has got it, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they're up to the challenge.
They snap it to Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Let's go now.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun. Foot. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Foot. 20! And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 14. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Foot. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Foot. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he?
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over. Throwing to start the drive. Foot. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Foot. To Pierce. They set up the screen. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Foot. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Off play action, Fields. This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Fields. And he's got Pierce.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
One play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Fields throwing again. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a
no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something happened.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go, shot! Check, Panthers! Roll!
Another carry for Pierce. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give to Taylor.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line is really creating a lot of space.
And you've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Fields.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Mike Strawn.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Caught by Woods. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reyes. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Houston.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. On a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Here's Taylor again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stopped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this time he is in.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Foot. And this will be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Foot.
They'll get this complete to Collins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Indy offense ready to go once again, and we'll get another look at Alec Pierce.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. All eyes on Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to beat this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. On 1st and 10, Foot. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Foot.
That's complete to Pierce. And that'll be good enough for a 1st down, but that's almost inconsequential now.
On the 6.
Looking to throw. Foot. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Being chased out left. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Houston set to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at the play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Foot.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Back to throw. Foot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
on first down. Foot. And Cooks has it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on second down. Foot. There again is Cooks, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Houston, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it